Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net we call every Thursday at 8 p.m. on this frequency of 146.460, no PL tone and no offset. My name is Shaun, and my call sign is KE0MAD. While it's not an emergency net, if anyone has any emergency traffic at any time, please call break. Does anyone have any emergency traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Our goal at the Simplex Net is to reach out as far into the Ozarks listening area as possible, testing the effectiveness of our stations, radio to radio, without the use of a repeater. I'll be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes to can check in early by monitoring the OARS Simplex Net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. Meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come in at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend, and everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, November 11th. This net is now being streamed live on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel, so if you want to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. So we'll begin tonight's net with mobile and short time check-ins, so any mobile or short time check-ins, please call now. All right, we'll call one more time for mobile and short time. Mobile and short time check-ins, please call now. All right, nothing heard. We'll move right on to number one on the list. These are a few early check-ins that I heard talking on the frequency when I jumped in there. So KA0RM, Bob in Aurora. Good evening.
KE0MAD, KA0RM, good evening. Want to know? Been a beautiful day. Haven't done too much. Made a trip to Monette this morning. And by the way, got to see Harold there at restaurant in the morning. Brahms. Didn't even think where I was at. There, went over and picked that trailer up there at Riger. And then went up and seen David up there at Mount Vernon there this evening. It's up there at the Fine Wolf. And come home. So that's about our day, a beautiful day. I know that. So, and I guess we're going to go look at a tower over in Granby tomorrow. So that's about it. Let's see if we can get on there. And Shaun, you might let me know how your noise is. Whether you follow you or you got it under control. KE0RM.
Yeah, the noise is there. It's to the north, and 300 degrees is where it's at, and it's an S5 solid, and it's just a hashy white noise. There's no real noise to it. It just desensitizes the receiver. All right, Bob. Yeah, I'm going to be starting from the southeast, so you can follow me if you want to. Help if I can't hear anybody. Let's see, next on the list, KE6GAE. Let's see, David in Rogersville. How are you doing?
KE0MAD, this is KE6GAE. Oh, we're doing pretty good, Shaun. Well, thank you for coming out there today so we can get that internet put in. Already got the G3 gateway stood up here at the house working on it and reached out to D-Star admins to start working on getting that set up so we can get it back out to the repeater site. Other than that, don't have a whole lot for the net, so we'll pass it back to net control. Thanks for running the net, Shaun. KE6GAE, back to net control.
All right, Dave, good signal tonight, 5 and 6, no preamp. Sounding good. I forgot to give Bob his signal report. I always got to make sure I give Bob that 2x2. 2x2, Bob. I forgot to give that to you.
Roger.
That's actually what I actually heard Bob buy tonight. He was about a 2x2. I actually heard him tonight.
I always give him a 1x2 or a 2x2 every week, even though he's 2 miles away. All right, Dave, thanks for coming out and taking the time. It took a little while, but that's all right. Everything worked out for the better. 7-3, thanks for checking in. KA0SPM, Steve in Springfield is next on the list. How you doing, Steve?
Well, a little bit better, maybe. I had to get it too cold yesterday, so it takes a little bit of time to heal up, but I am on the mend.
Yeah, you kind of need a little bit of a break there.
Well, there's been a lot this summer. Definitely a summer of survival. So hopefully that's getting towards the end of stuff. So anyhow, good to hear everybody. I had Dave at 5 and 6. I did not hear Bob, so he doesn't even get he's like 0 by 0. So he needs to up his game a bit. So, hey, back to you, Shaun. Good to hear you. Thanks for running the net. KA0SPM.
All right, yeah, he's probably got the beam already pointed to the southeast, so probably why you couldn't hear him. He was probably nulled out. All right, Steve, thanks for checking in. You're also 5 and 6 over here. Sounding great this evening. Let's see, next on the list, AE0OC, Wes up there in Miller. How you doing, Wes?
Hello, Shaun and everybody on the net. Doing pretty good around here. I've been fighting with some software for my laser and finally got it figured out. Kind of weird. It would not connect to the laser at all from the computer. And finally, I ended up putting on a different control software. And the drivers from it, after getting it hooked up to it, now the one that I was originally wanting to run is working fine. So I'm not sure why it didn't have the right drivers with it. But in any case, I got it working and did a test cut tonight, made a nice little circle, and it seems to be working pretty good. I got a lot of stuff still to do before I'm ready to really start using it, though.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how that stuff is. I think you got a rocky start, and then you got to stick with it. If you don't stick with it, you'll forget a lot about it.
Yeah, I've got a lot to learn about this software, too, about how to run it. But just getting it to where all the settings were right to make it hook up to the computer was kind of a process in itself, to say the least. But on the right track, at least, making little gains as we go. So, appreciate you running the net tonight, and I'll say 73. This is AE0OC, back to KE0MAD net control.
All right, Wes. Yeah, you may have changed your call sign like Steven up there. If you forget yours. I seen this NM0W show up on my net logger. I'm like, who the heck is that? And then I seen who it was. All right, Wes, 5'9" plus about 5, like normal. 7-3, thanks for checking in. Next on the list, KC0NSC, Tom in Springfield. How are you doing, Tom?
KE0MAD, this is KC0NSC in North Springfield, and I'm doing okay. It was a really nice day. Not much going on over here. Just kind of laid back in the weeds today. Whatever. Thanks for running the net. Have a fine one.
All right, Tom. Yeah, you got a great signal. Kind of bouncing between 5.7, 5.8. It looked like there on the meter. Sounding good. Thanks for checking in tonight. I do appreciate it. And what microphone are you using tonight?
This is the old MD1 desk mic.
That sounds good nonetheless. Did you give up on the studio mic?
No, I got it fixed. The problem was with the W2 IHY, and I took it apart and cleaned it with some I'm running that on the H out.
Oh, okay. So very good. All right, well, I'm glad you got that figured out. All right, 7-3 Tom, thanks for checking in again. Next on the list, November Mike Zero Whiskey, Steven Springfield. You threw me off with that one.
Yes, it is true. N2SAW is now known as NM0W, November Mike Zero Whiskey. Wanted a zero call sign to be amongst the brotherhood of zero call signs, minus those 6 call signs that exist around here. But I mean, at least in the case of some of the 6 call signs, they existed in 6 at one point. I have never lived in New York or New Jersey, so 2 didn't really fit. So I'm like, well, I want to get a 1x2 or a 2x1. And so if I do, I'm going to get one with a 0 in it. So at least it has me in the right area. And that, so yeah, I got that done. Haven't made too many contacts on that, still trying to get things switched over. And I got this sinus drainage thing that's kind of messing with my voice right now. If I talk too long, I'm going to end up losing my voice like Steve, and that's not a good thing to do, because I know he definitely doesn't like it himself. But the last thing you want to do is be, straining for some talking in that. So I will go ahead and send it back to Net. This is NM0W. Have to remember to say it like that, because it's so easy to just say your old call sign and that. But all right, back to Net 73.
Yeah, I can tell. The other thing is it starts with an N, so that make it especially kind of rough since your old call started with N also. All right, Steve, 5-9, right on the dot, 5-9. 7-3, thanks for checking in. And let's see, KE0RHA, Rich up there in Mount Vernon is next. Good evening, Rich.
Well, hello there, Shaun. Everybody on the net. Got my son's floor all in and looking great. So we're back on getting some towers put up and the rotor controllers repaired. So we're trying to get that back online before snow flies. Anyway, we'll see if we can get that done. Anyway, 7-3 everybody, back to net control. KB0RHA.
Yeah, Rich, don't be using that 4-letter word. I need to hold that off as long as possible. And by the way, did you look up that D-Star registration thing?
Yes, sir, I sure did, and I am registered. I don't know what it meant about doing another, I can't remember what it was called now, within 2 weeks, or you have to start over again. I don't know what it meant by that.
Yeah, that I don't know. I may just have to look your call sign up on there and see if I can make any sense of that. All right, Rich. Well, I appreciate you checking in. You're also 5-9 down here in Aurora. So 7-3 to you. Let's see. We're at the bottom of the list. So do we have any over-the-air check-ins while I'm on the omnidirectional? I'll take those calls as of now. Please call now.
KE0LTG Aurora.
All right, we got KE0LTG. Do we have any more?
Kilo Zero, Romeo Whiskey Delta.
All right, we got 2 of them in there. KE0LTG and K0 rear wheel drive. We'll take KE0LTG, Lawrence here in Aurora first. Good evening, Lawrence.
Well, good evening. I was a little curious. Has anyone ever heard of that Chicago Auto Show that they have in February? I had looked at some videos the other day, and it was talking about the biggest and the largest auto show that goes on in February in Chicago.
That's about all I've done is heard about it.
Well, the video looks like they have interesting entertainment as well as the cars and about 2 to 3 days worth of cars to look over. I was just sort of wondering, that's where the concept cars and all the other are displayed. So I just thought, well, I'd ask and see if someone had been to one.
Well, I'll take a standby and see if anybody here has been to the auto show in Chicago. I'll take a standby. I'll take that as a no, Lawrence.
Okay, Shaun. Well, thank you, and I'll let you talk to some of the others on the net. This is KE0LTG saying 73 to all.
All right, we doubled with someone there right right between you and I, Lawrence. Who was that?
KE0SPM. Does he mean ever? Because I've been to it several times, but it's been like the 90s.
Yeah, which one was that again, Steve?
North American Auto Show in Chicago. It's at the Crown Center.
Is that the North American Auto Show there, Lawrence?
Well, this was the Chicago Auto Show that takes place at the McCormick building there in Chicago, but it's supposed to be the largest one that goes on for about 7 days or so to bring in car enthusiasts from the world.
All right, were you able to copy that, Steve?
No, I didn't, but it is pretty interesting to go to that. I will say that the lady models that they have at the Jaguar thing were pretty awesome and actually very knowledgeable.
Yeah, the only auto shows I've been to is the LA Auto Show, and I've been to that a few times, and I've been to SEMA twice. SEMA is something to see. It's pretty interesting. Kind of what's amazing, it's only for vendors, basically, for the people in the automotive industry, but it really should be open to the general public.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I was just sort of curious in case someone had been, but the videos I've seen was out of the 90s, and so internet says about February 10th or 14th in through there, they're going to have another one this year up in Chicago. So I thought, well, I'd just ask and see because they're always coming out with these wild ideas and vehicles. But anyway, thanks for asking, Shaun. This is KE0LTG, Claire.
All right, Lawrence. No problem. 59 plus 50 from half a mile down the road. Let's see. Next on the list here is K0RWD, Ron in Cassville. How you doing?
Well, doing real good. We did a little work outside, and it was really nice, but useless to say that I should have stopped and did just a little sitting down, everyone. But just trying to get all this down. So other than that, you've got a good signal down here, K0RWD.
All right, Ron. Yeah, you got the same thing, 59 plus 10. Great signal. All right, thanks, Ron, for checking in. And let's see, we are at the bottom of the list. At this time, I am going to switch over to the beam, and starting from the southeast, I'll start rotating around counterclockwise. So give me just a second. K0MAD. All right, this is KE0MAD with the OARS Thursday Night Simplex Net. I am pointed to the southeast. Do we have any check-ins in that general direction? Please call now. Let's see, Paul, KD0EOA, you around? Nope. All right, we're going to rotate up to the east. All right, we're pointed straight east. Do we have any check-ins over to the east? I'd like to check into the Thursday Night Simplex Net. Please call now. All right, we're rotated to the northeast, up there towards Springfield and everything. Do we have anybody up around Springfield or in that line of sight that I'd like to check in? Please call now.
KD0AEL, Kilo Delta Zero Alpha Echo Lima. Good evening.
All right, KD0AEL, Patty up there in Springfield. I've got a good signal on you, about a 5.5 to 5 and 6. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty wonderfully. Always good for midweek weekend celebrations. You know, I dance to a different tune working weekends, so it's been a pretty good day. Loving the weather. Hoping for rain, but that's how that goes. Anyway, I'm waiting for the colors to change just a little bit for a road trip, and that's about all I've got tonight. Shaun, good to talk to you. 73 to all. KD0AEL.
All right, Patty, that's good to hear you again. Haven't heard you in a little while here on the Simplex Net, so good to hear you again. And thanks for checking in, and maybe we can catch you again next week. 7-3. All right, well, I'm still pointed at Springfield. Do we have any more check-ins for the net? Please call now. All right, here none there, so I moved up to the north and just to the west of north a little bit, up towards Stockton. This is KE0MAD with Simplex Net. Do we have any check-ins? Please call now. Bob, you hear anything up that way?
Nope.
All right, nothing that way, so we'll rotate over towards the a little bit south of northwest, down around 300 degrees, which would be around Joplin, Carthage, that area.
K0WRU.
All right, we got Bob, KE0WRU in Golden City. Good evening, Bob. How are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good today, Shaun. Been a nice day. Trying something different tonight. I don't know how this sounds. This is about a 30-year-old radio. I took 2 radios and made one out of, and I was giving it a test run to see if it sounds okay.
It sounds just fine. The audio's just a little bit on the hot side, but I think most everything you use, you got a pretty, what would I say, authoritative voice, I'll say. It's probably just your voice, but yeah, it sounds just fine.
Okay, there, I'll ease back. This is just a 20-watt radio, and but I took 2 of them. One of them had one part bad, and another one had another part bad, and I took the 2 and made one, and I kind of like the old radio. I kind of like the way it's working.
Well, I got no preamp on at the moment, and you're flashing between a S9 plus about 2 to an S9 plus 5.
Well, I can't complain. It's doing its job then. Well, I guess I better get out here and let you carry on this. Thanks for running the net and picking me up there. And have a great evening, too, KE0WRU.
All right, Bob. Thanks for checking in. I do appreciate it. Is Alan around?
I don't think so. He was supposed to be doing something, I think, tonight.
All right. Well, we'll just put another call out there then. Thanks again, Bob. 7-3. This is KE0MAD with the OARS Simplex Net. I'm pointed to the northwest, about through Carthage and that area through there. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. I'm pointed straight west. Do we have anybody off to the west that'd like to check in to the OARS Simplex Net coming from Echo Mike 36? Please call now. All right, nothing there. Rotating around to about 210 degrees, which is down there around Springdale and Rogers and Lowell, where Peter resides. I don't know if Peter's around tonight, but anybody down to the southwest that'd like to check into the Thursday Night Net, please call now. All right, didn't hear nothing there, so we're back on the omnidirectional for any last check-ins or any additional comments that anybody might have. This is KE0MAD with the OARS Thursday Night Simplex Net. So any last-minute check-ins or comments, please call now.
KE0WRU, try it again here.
Hey, go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, now that you're on the Omni, you never did. I had you just pretty well full, just S9 all the way around whenever you was going to beam all the way around. So I think this radio is going to work there. I didn't know how we sound on your Omni now.
Yep, you're right on an S9. So that makes pretty much, that's par for the course, about a 3 to 5 dB gain between the Omni and the beam.
Okay, well, I was just curious. I kind of like this radio. It's doing its thing, I guess, for what it is. Anyway, I guess I'll get out here and let you have a great evening there. KE0WRU.
All right, Bob. All right, do we have any more last-minute check-ins or comments? Please call now. All right, we had 12 check-ins. I don't think we have any proxies that I see on the live chat there. And 12 check-ins, including myself. I appreciate everybody that checked in, and hopefully we can catch you guys on the Monday, Tuesday, and the Thursday Night Net. And I'm going to try and make it on the Sunday Night Net up there in Springfield. So 7-3, everybody. This is KE0MAD, and returning the frequency to normal amateur use.
Sounded good, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. I just, like I said, this old Kenwood, it's how would you say it? It's like that song got it one piece at a time.
Yeah, I got a 5.9 on you without a preamp.
I kind of like this little old radio. It's just pretty to look at.
Hang on, Dave. They're talking between Golden City and me. Hang on.